Here's your podcast script. Why DC locals are skeptical of Trump's championship golf course plan. That's the story we're diving into today. Tucked onto a man-made peninsula along the Potomac River, East Potomac Golf Links is a Washington institution. It's been there since the 1920s. 36 holes, affordable green fees, open to golfers of every skill level. It's the kind of place where beginners learn the game and regulars call it their home course. Rob Stokes, a 33-year-old who rediscovered golf there, put it simply, the vibe's incredible. Everyone is having fun. But the Trump administration has set its sights on the place. In May, they unveiled a proposal to transform East Potomac into a championship-caliber destination, with a redesign by Tom Fazio, the same architect who has designed several of the president's private courses. The goal, according to the administration, is to model East Potomac after storied public venues like Bethpage Black and Torrey Pines, courses that have hosted major professional tournaments. Here's what that would actually mean on the ground. The plan adds roughly 1,000 yards to the existing 18-hole course and removes an entire 9-hole course, replacing it with a practice range and a short par 3 layout. That's 25% fewer holes overall and fewer tee times for everyday players. The redesigned course would stretch to 7,600 yards from the longest tees, up from 6,599 today. But here's the detail that really caught the attention of local golfers: even the shortest tees on the new course would be 1,100 yards longer than they are now. Golf course architect Richard Mandel, who has renovated dozens of public and private courses, noted that maybe the top 2% of golfers would ever use those longest tees and suggested the plan could benefit from adding even shorter options to keep the course accessible. When asked about accessibility concerns, a spokesperson for the Department of the Interior, which would oversee the project, said players could simply tee off halfway down the fairway if they wanted. The problem with that answer? The official rules of golf generally prohibit it. Then there's the flooding. East Potomac has been prone to it since day one. A high water table, aging drainage infrastructure, and a broken seawall around the peninsula's perimeter have made standing water a persistent problem. Even a modest rainfall this past month left large areas of the course underwater. Tom Fazio himself told Golf.com that raising the fairways, essentially adding tons of dirt to lift the playing surface above the water, may be the only way to get quality turf grass. But that approach comes with its own costs. Mandel pointed out that raising golf holes means losing trees. And some of those trees aren't easily replaced. Washington's oldest grove of cherry trees, a gift from Japan in 1910, more than a century old, currently sits between the 4th and 9th holes. In the Fazio rendering, that grove appears to land right in the middle of the proposed practice range. Its fate is uncertain. The seawall situation is no small hurdle either. Repairs have been discussed for decades. A recent fix to the seawall of the nearby tidal basin cost $112 million, and East Potomac's seawall is roughly 3 times as long. The total cost of the renovation is not publicly known, and it's unclear who would pay for any of it. Legal challenges have already slowed things down. Soil and debris from the East Wing demolition was dumped on the site starting last October, and the DC Preservation League along with 2 local residents filed suit, arguing the fill was contaminated and that major renovations would make the course less accessible. Testing confirmed the fill has positive results for toxic metals. A federal court has since told the administration that major construction cannot proceed until the lawsuit is resolved. There's also a more basic logistical question hanging over the whole plan. Professional tournaments require acres of open space for grandstands, concessions, security, and bathrooms. East Potomac is on a small peninsula. The space simply isn't there in the way it exists at Bethpage or Shinnecock Hills. For now, the players who love East Potomac keep showing up, playing around the drainage issues, threading their shots past the drainage ditches, and enjoying a course that, whatever its flaws, feels like theirs. Whether it stays that way is now partly in the hands of a federal court, and that's where this story stands today.